thorough backgrounds. Here we are. It is Samsung Galaxy Note 9 time. And this is after the Unpacked event that Samsung held. The link for this video will be in the description right below. So let's read a little bit about Samsung Galaxy Note 9 review. The Note 9 is all about going big with a lot of minor upgrades. Here's a picture of the Note 9. The early verdict, bigger than previous Note phones in every way. The Samsung Galaxy Note 9 has a larger screen, healthier battery, and a massive 1 terabyte of storage option. The camera is poised to be better, and the Bluetooth connected S Pen can activate customizable shortcuts remotely. But its price matches and even tops what you will pay for an iPhone X or iPhone 10. Here's the cons and pros. Okay, here's the plus side of the Note 9. You get a 6.4-inch infinite display. You get a big battery and a storage options, which means you're getting a 4,000 milliamp battery, and you're getting on some versions over 120 gigabytes of storage, and there's a bigger one that has like 500 gigabytes of storage. Promising camera enhancements. You actually have the S9 camera this time that's on there, and the Bluetooth S Pen shortcuts, which is probably the biggest upgrade from Note 8 to Note 9, will be the improvements of the S Pen. And let's look at the cons. It's very expensive. It's over $1,000. A lot of small upgrades, no HDR video recording, and it's very expensive. Did we say that? So here's some of the Galaxy Note deals that you could actually look into on your own. Verizon has it on no contract. There will be the Note 9 installments, $30 up front. Then you will pay $41.66 a month. And this is with the unlimited plan. Of course, everybody offers unlimited now. Unlimited everything, they say. So they say. Here's Sprint. There's a fee up front. And then, this is, of course, when they run your credit check. Everyone knows this. $60 a month. That is a lot of money a month. And, of course, you get unlimited everything. T-Mobile. You will pay $304 up front. And then, you will pay $85 a month. Either way you're going to spend. The Note 9 is a little bigger, a little more colorful, and a little more powerful than all prior Note phones. But be warned, it's also a lot more expensive. That word is pretty much going around. You can save $200 if you look online for Best Buy coupons. You can save up to $200 on the new Galaxy Note 9 with pre-order. And you'll get those free AKG headphones or $150 in Fortnite credits. And this is valid from the 10th, which is today, to the 23rd. Minimum savings is $50, so you probably want to look into that also. Now, this, to me, is a good thing. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. It's the biggest Android phone that will grab your attention in 2018 with a sizable 6.4-inch Super AMOLED. That's a couple inches bigger than the Note 8. Bigger battery, 4,000 milliamp battery, 512 gigabytes, 8 gigabytes of RAM. That's up from the 6. 512 gigabytes. And then you could have the first mainstream 1 terabyte phone in your hands that's with the SD card. Good news, the Note doesn't actually feel any bigger than last year's 6.3. That's like 1 inch bigger, and it inherits a bunch of this year's 5.8-inch Galaxy S9 and 6.8-inch Galaxy S9 features. So you also, here's another coupon. For $450, you could trade it in when you purchase the new unlocked Galaxy Note 9, I'm sorry. Okay. Now that is a deal. The camera is better with a dual 12 megapixel rear setup that has dual aperture technology and can record super slow-mo videos. AR emoji is back. Finer avatar customizations. Of course, and there's a picture. That is the blue version with the yellowish pen. Exclusive to the Note camera are automatic scene optimizers and flaw detection features that enhance photos. It kind of tells you if something's wrong with it, you know, like somebody blinked, or, you know, is it blurred. The S Pen now has Bluetooth. That's what I want to talk about. For remote control shortcuts, unlike the Bixby button, are customizable. Want to pose for a photo 30 feet away, this S Pen can help you do that. The bad news is the price feels much bigger. Get ready to pay iPhone 10 level prices for the entry level of the 128 and 6 gigabyte model. Sorry about that. Ouch. The Note 9 is meant for power users, according to Samsung. The physical size, storage size, price, and battery capacity all tells us that. Now, the company sees the Note 9 buyers as people who spend a lot of time on their phone and want the best of the best. They buy the best AV receiver and the best TV and so forth. Okay. Now, here's the release date. It's the 24th. It will be $1,000 for the 128 gigabytes, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and that's 128 gigabytes of storage, 512 gigabytes of storage, and 8 gigabytes will be $1,200. The Note 9 release date on the 24th. The Note 8 came out on September 15th in the US last year. And the theory is they want to rush it out to beat the iPhone 11 and all the rest of the big end phones. Now, it's going to be unlocked. You can read the rest of this in the link in the description. The colors are in the US will be ocean blue and yellow. Ocean blue with a yellow S Pen, and lavender purple with the purple pen, which writes in purple digital ink, and in the yellow S Pen will ultimately have that yellowish color contrast. So let's talk about the new S Pen magic tricks. The Bluetooth stylus has custom shortcuts, great for remotely taking photos, works up to 30 feet away, charges quickly while embedded in the phone. The new S Pen is a star turn on the Note show, capable of performing Bluetooth connected magic tricks from up to 30 feet away. Samsung has managed to squeeze a small battery and tiny Bluetooth low energy antenna into the otherwise unchanged stylus so that it can perform various remote functions, and we're impressed. You could long press on the button at the top of the S Pen to launch the camera and take a picture. That's cool. What can you do exactly? We were able to remotely launch the camera with long pressing, and you just take selfies, 2 snaps in a snap group photos with 2 presses. It's much easier than setting the camera timer, and Samsung hid in the camera settings menu from last year. The S Pen shortcuts are customizable. Here are the ideas: the camera flip, record a video, take a photo, music player, pause, play, photo gallery. Samsung has put software development kit SDK out there for non-core third-party apps to take advantage of the shortcuts. So the shortcuts will be customizable as long as app developers support the functionality. The S Pen needs to be charged. The Samsung claims, but Samsung claims 40 seconds of the charge time will net you 30 minutes of standby battery. That's amazing. So you just click it in, 40 seconds, and it's charged again. We'll have to test how long a full charge lasts in our full Note 9 review. It's inside the phone charges. The S Pen, when it's not in use, that's where you typically put it. The Apple Pencil has nowhere to hide, and walking around within the lightning port rather dangerous. There's a picture of it. The Blue Ocean Note has a more dynamic yellow S Pen for a nice contrast. It writes in yellow digital ink, while the lavender purple phone has a purple pen and purple digital ink. All colors support the same Air Command functionality. You can draw, jot down notes, annotate screenshots, translate foreign text, and send live messages. Last year's S Pen gimmick. Samsung says the Bluetooth functionality allows for the evolution of the S Pen, but we can't help but notice another contrast. Shortcuts like snapping selfies remotely can unlock a whole different level of photography, according to Samsung. While this sounds useful for dramatic selfies, the example given is laying tired on the couch and taking a hands-free photo. The business class Note 9 may not be the right audience for that, but it's a nice idea nevertheless. A new feature on the Galaxy Note 9 that makes the S Pen more obviously useful is off-screen memo. Pop the S Pen out of the Note 9 when the screen is off and it'll automatically launch a note-taking feature. This allows you to jot down notes, save them to the phone without the need to unlock the Note 9 and launch a specific app. Popping the S Pen in and out isn't always the most seamless experience though. During our hands-on time with the Galaxy Note 9, we found that a certain level of accuracy is required to ensure it's properly hoisted. Okay. I love that color. That looks dope. Your first 1 terabyte ready smartphone. You put 512 gigabytes of internal storage with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and you add your card, you can store up to 1 terabyte of storage. And that's just like, you don't never ever need pretty much any more storage on that phone. Nobody's gonna use even close to that amount. That's crazy. That's just a lot of storage. That is sick. You probably don't need another phone. The Note 9 is built as a phone that would never run out of physical storage. Like I just said, you could do anything you want with that. That's crazy. Of course, the 512 gigabyte storage and 8 gigabyte RAM are what's in the Note price skyrocketing. That's like an additional $250 for all of that. So, the battery, 4,000 milliamp battery, much larger. The S9 had 3,000. S9 has 3,500. The S9 Plus. The fast charging and fast wireless charging supported. The Note 9 has 4,000. Samsung is finally comfortable to give us a larger battery following the Note 7 recall, and that's going to be a big sell point. Design, display, and other specs. 6.4, like we said, has the fingerprint sensor that's at the bottom. And the nearly bezel-less infinite display is bright and punchy. And even if the 18:9 aspect ratio, or in this case 18:5:9, is on just about every flagship, correct though? So those are the dimensions. Like I said, the link for this video is in the description. And here are 2 features Samsung gives you that you don't get on similar priced iPhone 10. You still have a headphone jack and a micro SD card. To me, that is so big in today's flagship smartphones, budget phones, doesn't matter, because you see where they're taking this. They're taking this to get rid of the headphone jack so they can make us buy more expensive Bluetooth headphones and they can make more money. People, use your head, think. It's best to get a good phone with headphone jack. So if you like listening to music or communicating, watching a video, anytime you like using these cheaper headphones, to be honest, and you have great headphones with that has jacks to them, so think about that. The Note 9 is IP68 water and dustproof, and that resistant rating stays the same whether or not the S Pen is embedded. New to the Note 9 over the Note 8 are stereo speakers. Here's a big selling point, just like on the S9 and the S9 Plus. Here's something else you won't get from Apple's top phone. You got a fingerprint sensor that acts as an alternative to the iris scanner and face unlock. It's on the back of the Note 9. Like I said, it's in a great place compared to how we all complained. How the last fingerprint, I didn't really have a problem because I have the Note 8. Actually, I'm on it right now. You just have to know where it's at. We all are different, and you don't even have to use it that much. There's plenty of ways to lock your phone, but we have to find something to complain about when we spend like $1,000 on the phone. I can dig it. Camera and battery life. Inherits the S9 Plus camera dual aperture features, wide angle and telephoto dual camera lenses on the back. AI-backed scene optimizer enhancements show promise. Samsung is carrying over its camera prowess to the Note 9 with low light, defeating and telephoto zooming camera lenses on the back. I knew this was going to happen. All the Note users knew that they were going to give the Note 9 all of the S9's features on the camera. So basically, you just got that same camera, a couple more enhancements, like the super slow motion at 960 frames per second at a 720p resolution. So yeah, that's a big plus also. But the Android interface and apps, Android Oreo, Fortnite exclusive. We all know that's going to be a big thing. Samsung Pay, Bixby AI, an enhancement of that. It'll be the first. That's a big thing for Samsung. Like it says, it'll be the first with access to the hit game Fortnite on Android through Samsung's Game Center app. That's big for gamers because that game is taking over. Fortnite is really big, and the Bixby AI assistant is here, but was unmentioned and untestable when it was first played at the Note 9. But you better believe Bixby is great and everyone loves it, so there's an upgrade of Bixby on there. Here's an early verdict. The Note 9 offers a lot to like and a price hike to utterly dislike. The S Pen has new remote control tricks. The maximum storage size is unbeatable, and the battery life and AI enhanced camera are both promising. The later two perks require more review testing, but our initial impressions are quite favorable. It's just that you'll pay through the nose for this bundle of little upgrades at a time when the Note 8 is a fine phone at a discounted price. When Samsung told us that the ideal user for the Note is someone who wants to own the best AV receiver, best TV, and so forth, they may have left out the best airplane, the best shot, and the best sports cars. The iPhone X drive prices to this level, and we've complained then too. Samsung is at least giving you more for your money. So, like I was saying, and I would leave it right here. The Galaxy Note 9 is the most powerful force on the universe. It has everything, and with that storage now, with that 8 gigabytes of RAM, oh my goodness, it's it's overwhelmingly powerful. It is so hard for anyone to compete with that. That will be all you can do is complain about how expensive it will be, but the power is there, the screen is there, is everything you want. You got the speakers now, the dual stereo speakers, everything we wanted from the Note 8. They just about put on the Note 9. The S Pen, I'm more interested in playing with that and seeing how that will come out. Will it be just something that you can't put down? You gotta always hold, because the S Pen, if you are a business person, if you love taking notes, I'll give you some of the people that could really enjoy a note. If you are in college, high school, you like to jot down notes while you're studying. Business people that always on the fly, you don't have time to do much, you need to take notes. Anybody that's busy, this note will be great for you. Coaches, the list goes on. Nurses, anybody that love to jot down notes, if you need it on the fly. And that's just one of the points, just jotting down notes, but it has so many other features, and this video has already been going a long time. Me talking about the Note is just ridiculous, but I want everybody to make their own opinions on this. And the reason I also like to read out a lot of articles is because I have friends, and there are a lot of people that can't hear, they're deaf, and I do this from my heart, God knows it, so they could have the captions to read if they can't see it, or if they can can't see it, they can hear my voice. So I try to give people the best of both worlds. Like this video, leave your comments, and subscribe. The Note 9 is here. Later.